with part 2 of Magic Kingdom rides. This is for the newbies who have never been to Magic Kingdom and they're kind of wanting to know what the rides are. I'm here with my daughter Michaela and my daughter Beth. They tend to ride a lot more of the rides than I do. They go more for the exciting rides. I'm more of the slow rides, so I wanted various opinions. And we are moving into Fantasyland, which has a lot of our favorite rides. And we're going to start with Peter Pan's Flight. Now you have to have a fast pass, and this is a must because you can't leave Magic Kingdom without riding Peter Pan's Flight.
Fantasyland has all of the best nostalgic rides, and that's what I'm about when I go to Walt Disney World. I want to be immersed in the classics, and so you get into a cart, but it looks like a sailboat.
It's the ship that they have in Peter Pan. So when the pirate ship that takes off flight, that's what you're in. You're in a little buggy that looks like that.
But what's so cool, and the artistry here is absolutely amazing, is you go into a building in this ship and it lifts you just very, very slightly, not very far at all, and more so just kind of tilts your cart. But they have these beautiful scenes where it looks like you're looking down on top of
the city,
and you're flying go into the star. And it's just gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous the way that they...
I would have to say it's one of the top must-sees of Magic Kingdom. It's a long way, so that's why you want to have a fast pass.
But it's beautiful.
Or go during fireworks if you've seen the fireworks. It's a little less of a line. And it's appropriate for all ages. And like my daughter said, it's like you're flying above a city. You're looking down on pirates in the ship. It's just various different scenes. That one has crocodiles too.
Mm-hmm. There's a crocodile on it.
The TikTok is called the Watch.
So it is a very cool ride, and we do it every time we go. It's a small world. Now, different people have various opinions about It's a Small World. I love It's a Small World, I guess because I went to Disneyland with my aunt when I was 16, and that was one of the rides that we broke away from our group who was in a hurry. I don't know why we went to Disneyland, was in such a hurry, but they were in a hurry to get out. So we escaped and went and got on that ride. We didn't know what we was getting on, but It's a Small World it's just a nostalgic ride. I hope it never goes away. I know the song can be annoying, but it's just a very unique ride in that.
And it's a little boat ride.
It's a boat ride.
It's a boat ride, and you're going through
It takes you around the world from different.
And the little children, they all sing the song in their little languages, and it's just super, super adorable.
It's very cool. Now, if you get stuck in there and you're in there for 10, 15 minutes hearing that song over and over, yes, it's probably going to drive you a little mad, but it's a really cute ride.
Speaking about being mad.
I wouldn't say that you would need a fast pass for it because it usually moves pretty quick because it's a boat ride and people are just getting on and off and they keep the boats going.
Kind of cycle it.
And so we're going to move from It's a Small World to, I guess Beth is wanting to talk about the Mad Tea Party because I said maddening. So the Mad Tea Party, what is that, girls?
It's teacups.
It's the spinning teacups.
The spinning teacups.
Personally, it's my least favorite of the rides.
You don't like the
I
spin.
can ride that. That's what's so funny. I have motion sickness, but I can ride the teacups and I can really spin them.
And you're sitting in your teacups in saucers, and they kind of just twirl around. It's a lot of fun.
It makes me super nauseous. I think it's I have like vertigo as it is, so like moving really fast, like.
But there is a level of control that you have. Like they move on their own, but you can also control how intense you spin as well on an individual level.
And all ages can ride that.
Sometimes it's nice because not every single time, but sometimes Alice and the Mad Hatter will be out there walking around or doing something. So
All right, we're going to talk about another classic, Dumbo, the flying elephant. And that is much like we said earlier in a previous vlog, much like the Aladdin carpets. You're controlling Dumbo, you're flying an elephant up and down. No spitting water. There's fountains that you're flying around. You're flying above little pools of water, but it's a really cool ride, appropriate for all ages. What did you think about Dumbo as an 8-year-old?
I mean, it's
just there.
It's there.
It's a very classic carnival style ride for your younger kids, and it's nostalgic for those big
and my
babies.
husband and I, every time we go for our anniversary, we do ride it.
It's one of those things that you get for the moments, the memories, and it's really good.
Okay, we're going to talk about the Barnstormer. She keeps waiting for her favorite ride. I know what she's doing over here. But the Barnstormer. Beth, you remember the Barnstormer? He was 8 years old.
Okay, so I used to not. Well, let's start off with that. Mom has warped my mind, saying that I would not like roller coasters, and so she had me deathly scared of them when I was 8. So we went around taking pictures with all the characters, which was fun. But the first roller coaster I ever was on was the Barnstormer, and I remember screaming my head off as a kid. I just wanted off the
And
ride.
I thought I was getting on a kiddie ride, and it was a little bit more intense than what I
That was
thought.
the one we talked you into getting on, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the airplane with
Yes.
Goofy.
Okay.
But riding it now as when the last year that I went,
It's more of a young kid's
it's
roller
a
coaster.
young. So it just has. It's really fast and it
Just
swoops.
kind of swoops around.
And there's just one really big swoosh that you go down. It's a little steep, but it's not bad at all. It's just not something you would have expected, I don't think.
On what you were thinking, a kiddie ride. Yeah.
On a kiddie ride.
Now you have to be 35 inches tall to ride that. Now we'll move to Michaela's. You want to say it?
The Winnie the Pooh honey pots.
This girl is crazy about her Pooh Bear, and she loves the Winnie the Pooh Honey Pot ride.
I have to beg to make sure that we hit this ride every time that we go, because it's just so amazing. You get to sit in your very own honey pot, and it's a little cart ride. It has some dips and it has some wobbles, but what's beautiful is you go through the pages of the Winnie the Pooh books and the stories, and so you'll see the letters fly off the pages and then go onto the wall, and you immerse yourself in the classic tales of it being a blustery day, and then you feel like the wind's blowing around you, and you see the words, and they have Pooh Bear and Piglet's holding on to his little umbrella, and then when it rained, and then the Heffalumps and Woozles part is always my favorite, when you're going through and they sing beware, beware, and there's colors everywhere. It's super trippy. That's probably explains a lot of my life right now. Reflecting on this, but it's so much fun, and it's such a classic ride, and I highly recommend it.
And it's a ride for all ages, and you do want to get a fast pass on. And a lot of times when you come out of the ride, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger will be there for a photo shoot as well. All right, moving on to the Journey of the Little Mermaid. It's a fairly new ride.
Yeah.
Dad, you sit in a clamshell.
Yeah. Dad and I did it last time, and it's really good. It takes you through the scenes of the Little Mermaid. There's some animatronics that go with it. It's just really sweet.
Do you think Ursula would scare small kids in that ride?
No.
If you can watch the movie, it'd be fun.
She's not scary at all. Sometimes, not all the time, they'll all have Ariel at the end of it too for a photo op.
And it's not worth using. I wouldn't say it's one that you would want to burn a
It was
fast
really
pass on.
quick. The line, at least when we went.
The clams continue to kind of
go.
rotate.
So yeah, you're just.
If you've been to Epcot at all and you did the Finding Nemo ride, it's a lot similar to to those clamshells.
And probably the most popular ride in Fantasyland, other than the Peter Pan ride, would be the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
That's new.
And you can wait an hours if you don't wait for hours if you don't have a fast pass for that ride. Have you?
I
think
haven't
that's
been.
a new one since
Haven't
you've
been
been.
to that one yet.
So Beth, I haven't rode it. Beth, what did you think about it?
Comment below if you think that Mom should ride it this next time,
No,
or
don't get that
no.
in.
Yes, I'm going to get that in there because it's not that bad of a ride.
I have fast passes for you guys.
It's not that bad of a ride. It's not that scary. It's I would say it's a
It
little
looks really neat because you're seeing the Seven Dwarfs. You're seeing the
cottage.
Yeah, the
and
story and
the
the
story.
being in the mines.
And so it's like a roller coaster plus a slow attraction from the stories. And
What gets me is that it has your cart. You're like in
if
barrels,
you
and
can,
so it.
if you could
will
do
rock
the
back and
teacups, you can do the mine train.
As you can see, Fantasyland is all about the classic storylines. So almost every ride that you're going into, you're getting to be immersed in some sort of the story in some way. And that's why it's personally my favorite land in Magic Kingdom, because I'm all about the nostalgia. So if you really, really love the stories and the classic Disney and you're not so much a thrill junkie, they have just enough motion and bumps to keep it interesting. But it's all pretty mellow. All of it's pretty mellow.
We're going to take a break, and we will come back in the next vlog with Tomorrowland because I don't want to rush. My vlogs are, they're limited to about 15 minutes by YouTube, so we'll see you in the next vlog.